Sure. What we've got going on here is our headquarters for this disaster, and the reason why we have it here is because of the large facility. And what we're doing here is ramping up with all of our function leads, so to speak. Everyone from our disaster mental health, health services, our client caseworker, staffing, checking people in, to logistics, to operations management. This is where we're all gathering, about ready to have a staff meeting, get everybody briefed. Everybody has their own jobs and functions. They have their own volunteers that they send out, and it's a well-oiled machine at this point. Tomorrow it'll be almost perfectly running. It's amazing how fast we can get this thing set up. So, our overall goal: make sure the people that lost all of their homes, that are affected by this disaster, one, have their needs taken care of, immediate needs, food, shelter, clothing, and then we have a plan for them on where they're going to go. Making sure that they've hooked up with FEMA. That's the really good thing, is FEMA declared this 2 days ago, so they can get that assistance, and we're here to help them do that and make sure that that gets taken care of. And these people need a place to go. We want to make sure that they have it. We want to make sure everyone's accounted for too. So. It's hard to do sometimes when it's in your own backyard and your volunteers are affected so much. We've had to call in personnel to come take our place, because that's one way to deal with it, is take yourself out of it for a while and let somebody do your job to where you can rest and make sure that we get properly taken care of emotionally, physically. So, some of the emotions, just worried about them and their families, because it's hard to stay focused on running the job when you've got volunteers that, they've lost stuff. And making sure that I make sure that my staff's taken care of is a worry of mine sometimes. And it's hard to do when everyone wants to make sure that everyone else is taken care of. We got to stop them and say, hey, you got to take care of yourselves.
What's going on here?
Well, what I want to know is we want to thank everybody for the calls and the support. It's been overwhelming. There's a backlog of people wanting to do and give, and it's amazing. But really what I want them to know is what the Red Cross is doing down here and what we have done, taking care of people immediately. When this thing hit, we were on the ground right away with the food and the shelter, and handing out the needed supplies that needed to be handed out. And we're going to be here for the duration until we can at least get people back on their feet and get started.